And welcome back, everyone, to part 4 of the What If Naruto Had a Double Fruit, the Gomu Gomu no Mi edition. And we are here, folks. It's the week of What Ifs. Let's get into it. Last time, Sasuke was recovering from his bout with Itachi. Naruto obviously would be in there, in the room. I could even see a fun little anime thing where even though he's rubber and shouldn't be able to take the hit, he still somehow has a lump on his head. I think that'd be kind of funny when Sakura kind of whacks on him. But obviously Sasuke wakes up and just staring daggers at Naruto. He's like, Naruto, I want you to fight me. Fight me right now! What? You were itching for a fight in the Chunin's ears. Now it's here and you're backing down. What'd you say? Easy, guys, easy. Ultimately, Naruto accepts. And they square off. They immediately go into some fisticuffs, if you will. Sasuke has the edge in overall technique. Naruto's really only true benefit when it comes to hand-to-hand is the fact that you really can't take any blunt force damage at all. Like, a punch isn't going to do much to him unless they have super strength or something like that. And even then, you need a severe amount. You need Tsunade-level super strength, basically, to really do something with blunt force trauma. So, and that's the thing. Even though Naruto's really not able to land a shot on Sasuke, any shot Sasuke is landing, boom, boom, boom. Finally, Naruto grabs him, boom! Come on, Sasuke, is that the best you got? And Naruto makes some clones. Sasuke, though, quickly is able to kind of beat him back enough until he finally just says, screw it, fire style, fireball jutsu! And obviously, being rubber, fire is a problem for these guys, and Naruto included. And so he's starting to melt a little bit until Sasuke notices that he's got his hand up. It's enlarged a bit, and that's going to be very key to what happens during the time skip for his training. And a Rasengan's there. It's a little bigger than normal. It's nothing huge, but point is, Naruto's kind of had to use it to block the fire. He can even feel his body kind of like, like, damn it. And Sasuke's about to make the Chidori, makes it. They clash. Now, if these two had actually met in this clash, Sasuke's effed. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. So, because of the rubber of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, Naruto's a natural insulator for electricity. The only if Luffy can survive Enel's electricity, which is like natural lightning, when he's like bringing it down and not really be that damaged by it, Naruto could take a Chidori no problem. Even Kirin would be very minimal at best. Now, the only way I could see it kind of working is if you maybe concentrate the power of like a Kirin into a blade, which is something I'm amazed Sasuke never actually did, now I think about it, but maybe, whatever. And then maybe stab like Naruto in this case with it. You might get more of an effect. I mean, there's a blade on there, so already you're getting more of an effect. And as I stated earlier in the series, any insulator can be overwhelmed given enough of the thing that it's insulating from. Enough electricity or lightning theoretically can overwhelm rubber. But the amount you would need is just something you're not going to be able to generate, at least not from a Chidori here, or anything from like standard lightning. Even A's lightning cloak isn't actually going to be able to do much against Naruto if they actually fought, which they wouldn't. But yeah, so but because the attack isn't hitting Naruto, it's hitting the Rasengan, that's just a large amount of freaking chakra going out everywhere. So that actually would still hurt Naruto. Naruto isn't immune to chakra at all. And so, unless he were to, like, say, use, like, chakra in his arms, kind of like hockey, which, spoilers, is kind of how we're going to justify him having a armament hockey kind of style. Anyway, these two are about to clash. Naruto actually stretches his arm out instead of, like, actually, he stretches his arm out and he kind of, like, bends his legs, boom, bounces towards Sasuke. So he's moving faster than Sasuke is. Kakashi's there, still able to get in the way. Blows out the back of the that water tower? Was it a tower? Water, not jug. Water, I don't know what it was. I think, well, it's because it wasn't a tower. It was just a big old, water silo? Is that it? Anyway, Sasuke obviously F's off. Kakashi catches him, gives him his whole speech. Everyone you are talking about is already dead. So he's like, yeah, I need to get off your high horse, you little shit. Then obviously the Sound 4 come. They persuade him to go. Sakura tries to stop him. I'll come with you. Take me with you. We'll talk about more of that later. Spoilers, not a little bit of into spoilers, but we'll talk about more about that later. Sasuke still leaves. Nothing changes here. Naruto obviously goes with the group to go rescue Sasuke. Sakura makes a promise. Please, my brother's alive, man. Bring him back to me. You really love Sasuke, don't you? I give you my word. Naruto, thank you. Sasuke. Anyway, they go. Now, Jirobo, I always do it. Jidanbo and Jirobo. They're two different characters. And there's a Jirobo in Bleach as well, which makes it even more confusing. It still manages to catch him. Now, Naruto, in theory, could get out of this. In theory, he could. If he went Gear 3, he could get out of this. But the problem is, even now, Gear 3 can revert him back to the younger form still. I'm going to say after the time skip, he no longer has that issue. Because I got a cool image in my head coming up for later on. Or not a cool, but a very poignant image coming up later on. Anyway, Naruto, he's trying. It's like, dude, he's even going Gear 2. It does a little bit, but not enough. Ultimately, though, Choji's the one that saves the day. Faces off against Jirobo, beats him, but nearly dies. Naruto and them get caught by Kimimaro. This is a scenario where having the Devil Fruit doesn't do anything. Because Naruto got caught in the web. They're piercing weapons that Kimimaro is using. So it's not going to do... This rubber doesn't mean shit here. Maybe it slows it down, but it doesn't mean much. And again, Naruto just gets caught by the webbing the second time. It's not until we get to that interaction with Sakan, Ukon, Tayuya, then Kimimaro shows up, that things do start to change a little bit. Naruto, we know, initially attacked them with a Rasengan, but they caught it. It's like, what's the use of that if you can't throw it? And they're about to catch the gang, except Naruto just, boom, just kind of stretches out. But just, they hit him square on. Maybe Kiba comes in, attacks him, thing over thing! And maybe they grab Kiba and then drag him down. Or, actually, the Rasengan probably wouldn't kill them, though. That's the thing. They're durable enough to survive that, and so maybe they're just, and maybe they hit a tree, and and maybe that's when they actually split in half. And so Kiba and Nakamura maybe team up against them as Kimimaro shows up. Naruto gets chased with them. He's in Gear 2nd already, and then he activates the Fox Chakra. I honestly don't know whatever the amp of Gear 2nd is. I'm not sure what it is. I also don't know if going into Kurama's Chakra, or let's just call it Chakra mode right now, going into Fox Chakra mode right now, if you go Gear 2nd on top of Fox Chakra, is it a better option, or vice versa? Because technically speaking, because you can keep trying to strengthen your gears and how strong they are in each form. Technically speaking, depending on like what the because Kurama's isn't really a multiplier. That's the thing. I mean, yes, technically you have far more chakra and you could theoretically do the math, but I would say it's probably more advantageous to go Kurama first, then Gear 2nd. But it's kind of tomato. Anyway, Naruto eventually shows up. It's like, this Sasuke belongs to the Lord of Orochimaru. I cannot let you pass here. It's like, give Sasuke back! It's like, very well. I see you're going to leave me no choice. And Naruto makes a shadow, goes, and Kimimaro pulls out this bone sword, and immediately starts popping Naruto's, but he's like, fast. Because at this point, he's at a speed, because Kimimaro could easily keep up with Lee. That was no-brainer. We saw that. He could also keep up with Gaara-san, which at least with the Lee he was fighting was faster than Lee generally. Though to be honest, Lee was. To be honest, Gaara-san, while it could keep up with Lee barely, Lee was ultimately moving fast enough that he was eventually able to outpace the sand. But at the beginning of their fight, it did manage to keep up with him. He just literally punched through it. And then he ultimately caught the sand off guard because he was moving so fast. Hence, that's why Sasuke outmaneuvered Gaara too. And so, but Naruto here at this point has long since surpassed that speed if you're using both Gear 2nd and Kurama's speed, or at least that base form of speed that Kurama's Chakra gives you. So, yeah, he's able to blitz Kimimaro, and he's too fast. I can't land a hit on him. It's like, Gomu Gomu, and all of a sudden, a clone pops out from hitting Kimimaro, and they're all just like, huh? All of a sudden, seems I'll have to go with a different approach. Kimimaro is a bad matchup for Naruto. I mean, he was a bad matchup in the original too, but in this version, he's also a bad matchup because his bones can be piercing or slicing weapons if he does it right. So it is, yeah, it's not good for Naruto to be going up against Kimimaro here. Still though, Naruto is able to still keep up, and the Kurama's chakra is having an effect on his hands. Like he actually notices his hands kind of gain a dark red hue, the skin of them, hence kind of like an arm in hockey. And he just kind of is able to match the blade a little bit and keep like, he goes into his he goes into the curse mark. Him and Naruto are still duking out. The clones are disappearing. Sasuke eventually wakes up, and Naruto tries to grab him, but Kimimaro just almost slices his hand off. But fortunately, he's still got like a spike in there. Just, heals up. Lee shows up, then Gar shows up afterwards. Naruto takes chase. They deal with Kimimaro, although I think they do legit just beat Kimimaro here. Naruto pushed him way farther than the original. Naruto calms down enough to actually talk to Sasuke, who just said, this is my path I've chosen, Naruto. And so Naruto's like, I don't want to fight you. Just come back. Why would you do this? And Sasuke doesn't answer, obviously. I think he does give an answer. I just can't remember what the answer is. And he's like, come on, Naruto, let's make this fun. We don't want to, that's why I want to make this fun. That's why I'm not using my Sharingan right now. And he does kick Naruto around a little bit. Still not enough that Naruto feels it, but he's like, Naruto's annoyed. He's like, come on. And it's like, 5-star fireball jutsu, to which Naruto has to blows his hands up. His hands like burn. He kind of like goes blasted back. And luckily, Naruto can walk on water. So Naruto's like, he's falling down on the ground. He realizes that if I hit the water, I'm in trouble. But luckily, he's able to grab on, kind of slow himself down enough, and just lands on the water. Luckily, thanks to being able to walk on water, he's not going to sink like a stone. But if he does end up down there, he's in trouble. And so, that's it. He's really trying to kill me. And Sasuke comes in. He's got his Sharingan activated. Naruto goes immediately gear second. And they clash. And speed-wise, Naruto is probably now edging out Sasuke. But it's probably not by a big margin. And with the Sharingan, they're roughly even with each other. Eventually, though, Sasuke again hits Naruto in the face. He actually even maybe like figure out a way to coat his hand with fire. So lands. It's like, it's over, Naruto. And it's like, no, Sasuke. He's like, Chidori. And Sasuke's laughing. It's like, you moved your. It's like, you didn't even try to dodge. And all of a sudden he's like, what? And at best, there's maybe like this little divot in Naruto. So he's like, to which Naruto's like, I told you, you knew this from day one. I'm the man made of rubber. Lightning doesn't work on me. I'm not gonna take that shit anymore, Sasuke! It just punches him in the face like he did originally. Dude, didn't like you get the music. I'd say, what are you? I'm your friend. That's why I'm gonna bring you back, even if I have to break every bone in your body. And Naruto comes in and just lays into him. Boom, boom, boom. Sasuke ultimately is in pain. And ultimately, he does unlock his third Tomai. It's not quite enough to put Naruto down, though. Unlike before, where Naruto landed like square on his head in the original, here it's more an annoyance. Naruto is still able to fight at basically the same pace, but now he can't land any solid strikes on Sasuke. So I think the Fox does ultimately still give him the final tail, though, the first tail of his chakra, just because I will not be outdone by that bluff. You better thank me, brat. Naruto comes in, and now it's just no holds bar. Sasuke's on the back foot this entire fight. He goes into the second stage curse mark. Naruto activates the giant hand, like summons the giant hand. And, he's stretching his hand out. His hand's going through. It's kind of winding, almost like Piccolo's hand. Just grabs Sasuke and knocks him around. Sasuke's second phase curse mark. Naruto, his hand is generally fine, luckily. He's not completely numb as he was before. Sasuke even charged, and Naruto's like, ah! And here he's not using the Rasengan. He instead just looks at Sasuke and is like, it's over, Naruto. Now, would the curse mark or Chidori be better? Sure, I don't think it would do much more damage. Maybe it could draw a little blood, but it wouldn't be a killer. Sasuke doesn't know that, though. He thinks, all right, I damned myself with the curse mark. This will do it. They go at each other, and Naruto's like, just, has flashes in his head to all the times they were, actually on really good terms, like friends. And he just kind of like has his eyes closed, and then just third gear. And Naruto's also even got the hockey on the boom. And Sasuke just launch into a mountain, just and yeah, that's the end of the fight. But the aftermath of the fight, Kakashi eventually shows up. And we know it was raining too after the fight, so he sees them in the rain. And he just sees this silhouette coming, and he's like, and he's like, no, and just no way. And then he just sees Sasuke wrapped up in Naruto's arm, like he's like, you're not getting out of there. And this little kid Naruto just like, Kakashi Sensei, it's good to see you. Can you give me a hand here? And so, yeah, little kid Naruto, that was the image I had in my head for that. Little kid, because the amount of chakra he was outputting with both Kurama and his own, along with that devil fruit, yeah, he's going to be in little kid form for a little bit. Someone said that it would probably only last a couple minutes with him. I think I know who it was. I agree it probably wouldn't last long unless he's really chakra exhausted. But here, yeah, I think it lasts a couple days while Naruto is like kind of just sleeping off. Meanwhile, Orochimaru, not happy. Orochimaru's not happy. He's like, yeah, curse you, Naruto. Curse you! And so we would catch up after the fact with Naruto waking up. Sasuke! It's like, easy, kid. Easy, kid. You did well, kid. You did what I could never do. You brought your friend back. He's alive. He's resting. So that's a good lead. Sakura will be happy. To which then Kakashi also shows up in the room. He's like, Naruto, you're good to see you're awake. Wait, how's the rest of the team? Everyone's fine. Everyone's still alive. Shikamaru and Kiba have minor injuries, though Choji and Neji are still a little touch and go. Well, so it's going to be good to see. At least everyone made it. I did it. I brought it back. Yes, you did, Naruto. Sakura's going to be. I can't wait to see Sakura's face. To which there's a. What? No, it was like, what? Now, this is something I believe I was the one who brought it up. Maybe someone else brought it up. But I think I at least addressed it in one video, and then people kind of like jumped on a bandwagon, like, yeah, you're right. Or it was vice versa, one of the two. And yeah, it's something I hadn't been thinking about until like my previous what ifs, where I'm like, Sakura should actually be in some real trouble here. She offered to go with him. This wasn't like, oh, if I go in there, I can infiltrate Orochimaru and I can bring him back to the good side, Sasuke, or something like that. No. This was, I love you. I'll go wherever you want. Just stay with me. This was like, oh, I'm just going to abandon my friends in my village and, all that goodness. So, yeah, Sakura's in trouble in this version, and probably any subsequent version where Sasuke ultimately is brought back to the village like this. So, and Kakashi's Naruto, there's something you should know. With the Anbu, Inoichi, Ino's father. They're specialized. Yeah, that mind thingy, the mind transfer. They're some of the best mind readers in the village, and we use it to gather intel on our opponents. However, we needed to gather intel on what was going on through Sasuke's head. They took a look, what's going on? Well, the best we can tell for him is that it was his choice. However, given the effects the curse mark may have been having on him, he's being allowed some leniency. Okay, but what's that got to do with Sakura? And Kakashi's like, Sakura, and he explains that Sakura offered to go with him. What? It's something she failed to tell us. She offered to. She asked him to take her with him. to Orochimaru. Simply, well, she must have just been trying to, Trigon's like, no, I know you read her mind as well. There was no ulterior motive other than to be with Sasuke. And Naruto is now just like, and I can't believe, I can't. It's like, Naruto, the facts are the facts. You can't change this. Like, no, you're wrong. No, it's like, Naruto. It's like, I don't want this to be true either, Naruto, but it is what happened. We can confirm from both Sasuke and Sakura. And Naruto is now just like, I need to hear this from her. And he's gonna say, Naruto, you shouldn't be out of bed. It's like, you shouldn't be getting out of bed. And or maybe understand, you shouldn't be getting out of bed yet. You only just regained your normal form from that child. I say, it's all right. I know what he wants to do, and I'm allowing it as a sensei. And they go, and first off, Naruto stops off, sees everyone, make sure they're okay. Sasuke is probably in a medical bed. I've always said he's maybe under like Anbu guard in a bed, but he's probably more like in a bed in a jail cell with Anbu guard. And separate in a different place and he probably goes to visit Sasuke first, who's probably still out right now. Like, Naruto clocked him to next week. But then he goes and he sees Sakura, who's just probably, how I interpret Sakura reacting to this could go many ways, depending on where we're at with her character in the series. Seeing as nothing drastic has changed with her character here, in terms of compared to the original, I'm going to say that she is probably more just like quiet and despondent a little bit. Not like complete, like, shut off, but like, she realizes just how badly she fucked up. Like, this is bad. This could end her career. She could be in jail for the rest of her life. This is bad. And she's acknowledged, she's got tears in her eyes too. Just like, Naruto just like, not. It's like, Naruto, and Sakura's like, Naruto, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Sakura, I need to hear it from you. Is it true? Did you really just offer to go with Sasuke? Sasuke, not even thinking about it. Sasuke, I didn't want him to go. So, but how would you going with him change that? And Sakura doesn't have a good answer for that. Like, she's like, no. It's like, Sakura, Sakura is like, I can't help it. I love him so much. Like, Sakura probably does love him so much. I just wanted to be with him. And so, Naruto, you understand, right? I mean, and I think this might be where Sakura fucks up just a little bit. She's like, I mean, you've loved me for so long, and if I left, you'd want to go with me, right? And she kind of realizes immediately after that came out of her mouth, it's like, oh, that was a bad thing to say. Like, it's like Naruto's like he's kind of just like, what? It is like Naruto at that point too also knew Sakura didn't love him, not the way at least, of course, in the last movie they also say that Naruto didn't quite understand the concept of love and dating anyway. Based on he just wanted the attention. He didn't quite grasp romantic love, which I'm never been 100% convinced on that, but I'm also not 100% not convinced on that. Given Naruto's personality, it does kind of make sense. But as we also see him in Shippuden and some of the looks he gives thinking about Sakura and his promise he made and his feelings, it also does seem like he did have genuine romantic attraction and affection for her. And Naruto just kind of gets a little quiet. He's like, Naruto, I mean, it's like, Sakura, you were going to give up everything. You were going to give up your friends, your family, this village to a guy who's going to destroy it all. And he's like, no, to Sasuke. And it's like, and where was Sasuke going? He was going to Orochi. And Naruto's like, you remember what Kakashi Sensei taught us that very first day? It's like, those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. And that just causes her to break. Naruto, I'm not. But Naruto then comes like, I don't think you're scum, Sakura, but I think you need to figure out what you really want in life. And if they decide to let you out of here, I'll be here to not be here to pick up the piece. I'm not here to be your. I'm not your. I'm not your always be my maybe. I'm not your backup guy. But I'm your friend, and I'll be here. Believe it when you're ready. And so and so he walks out, and Kakashi's like, man, my, he really has grown. And he just looks at Sakura. He is disappointed, absolutely. But he's like, for all the things we've been through as ninja, I keep forgetting that you really, at the end of the day, you're a 13-year-old girl. I do hope that Naruto is right, that you'll be able to find some measure of who you are at the end, Sakura. And she's just kind of, and she cries in her cell, but she's, Naruto's still holding out that offer of hope for her, just like is what kind of like keeps her from just completely going insane. And so Naruto has a couple more days to recover. He's just in a bad way. Team 7's pretty much done right now. Like, there's no Team 7. Kakashi and Naruto are just like nothing. And Jiraiya ultimately said, all right, we're going for a train trip. It's going to be a little bit. But, yeah. So Naruto, maybe it's like, I think it's like a few weeks he needed. So Naruto's just kind of walking around the village a little bit. And, he's just saying hi to everyone. But everyone's heard the news. Ino probably is, Ino comes out of the flower shop when she sees Naruto passing. Naruto, is it true? And it's like, oh, hey, Ino, is it true, Naruto? It's like, what you know what I mean. Sasuke, okay, Sakura, did she? And Naruto, it's just you idiot. She just punches him. Hey, no, it's fine. It's like, hey, and Naruto thinks, hey, I wonder what that meant, and thinks how much he probably earned for, because he still probably got money for that mission. That was a mission. So he thinks, there's got to be something I can do, and because he's been meeting with people and like everyone's kind of down. Everyone's mostly recovered, even Neji. So he thinks, you know what, screw it. And so he sends out clones to all the remaining rookie 12, the Konoha 12, and it's like, hey, it's like, come on, it's like, we're all ramen on me tonight. Come on, let's have one, maybe like the night before he leaves. Ramen on me tonight. Come on, guys, let's have one last night as the Konoha, as the group of Konoha, despite everything going on. Naruto just kind of being the light in everyone's life, love it, and everyone just kind of like, that idiot. It's all on me. It's like, really? To which Shikamaru made something. You sure it's all on you? You, Naruto? You got Choji and yourself to feed. Not to mention, I hear Hinata's got quite an appetite. Really? Huh. Well, don't worry. We're with that mission we just had. We are pretty loaded, aren't we? I was like, if you need me to help, if you need any of us to help with the bill, we're here. To which, like, the Sasuke retrieval group's there because they also got a nice pretty penny from it. So, Ichiraki's too small for all of them. But I imagine that Tenchi maybe set up like tables and stuff for them, and they're all like outside and like that. Because it's like Naruto's like his best customer, really. Although we know Hinata's still outmatched him in terms of ramen eaten, and yet she's able to keep that figure. That's a keeper, gentlemen. Who can eat you under the table, but still keep that beautiful figure. And so everyone's just happy, and like Naruto and like Choji and Hinata actually get into an eating match. So it's like and Hinata kind of laughs and it's like this was nice, and everyone's just like this was a good idea, Naruto. We needed this after all this. It's like, well, I just want to say goodbye to all you guys for the time being. I'm going to doing my training. Going to the Perfect Stage to do my training starting tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for 2.5, 3 years. So, and everyone's just like, but with the Akatsuki coming and everything that happened with Sasuke and Sakura, I need to get stronger no matter what. And I promise I'm going to come back and everything will be better. That's because I give you guys my word, and my word is my bond. I never go back on it. It's like, you never do you? To which everyone's just happy. Ino even gives him a big hug and like he's like, "Thank you, Naruto." He gets a kiss on the cheeks. Like, oh, I'm not setting up Ino. I'm just saying she's probably very grateful for this, and she probably never thought Naruto was bad looking. So she gives him a nice peck on the cheek and all. And Naruto's like, "Ooh." It's like, "Oh, that's a new one." It's like, and he nods like, "You can do this." Okay, would Hinata work up the nerve? Would she work up the nerve? Naruto, because Naruto's just, no, this is great. Thanks, yeah. Man, I never knew you had such an appetite. You loved ramen so much. And Hinata's blushing, was like, yeah, I really do like ramen. Yeah, I do. So, and after gives him the kiss on the cheek, I don't think Tenten does it. I do not think Tenten gives him a kiss on the cheek. But I think Hinata maybe, like, through all of her capabilities and must say, except maybe I could also see the accident being that Naruto turns that and actually she gives him a kiss on the lips, like, and Naruto's like, and Hinata's like, and, she, oh, and then she just like catches him, and everyone's just like, well, I'll be damned. And Naruto's like, haga, 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 haga. Like the blush, the kiss on the cheek would make him this blush, but I think like he not like a kiss on the lips would just kind of make him go kind of like brain dead for a moment, because the only kiss he had on the lips prior to that was Sasuke, and this is far more preferable. Unless I'm in a version where Naruto is gay, which is, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that version. Not because there's anything wrong with Naruto being gay, but because I'm not doing something based on someone's sexuality or gender profile or anything like that, apart from gender swaps, like what if a character was a girl. So we're not doing that. It's the same reason I don't do something like a harem what if, because that's like, now you're kind of verging into, you're teetering on smut there. Gay is not the same way. You know what I mean. I now just realized this came off terrible. So gay is smut. No, but that's the only thing that would change is who he gets paired up with. That's really the ultimate reason I would not do on What If Naruto is Gay. The only thing that changes is who he ends up being with. And then there's no guarantee any of the other characters are bi, let alone gay. So I'd have to literally turn someone else into a gay character. So I'm not doing that. That's literally fanfic right there. We're not doing it. Point being, this, while Hinata probably doesn't quite work up well, this might be a little outside of left field for Hinata's character. I still think it's within the character to see Ino maybe give him a kiss, him blush, and her being like jealous, and then finally just, and then the shenanigans where they accidentally have an actual kiss, and Hinata's like, oh, what did I do? Naruto's like, well, Naruto, I hope you have a good night, Naruto, and don't get any wrong ideas about Lady Hinata. Like, Naruto finally snaps out, oh, it was a great intention. Said, well, someone's turned into a little ladies man. And I think he spends the rest of the night kind of thinking about that kiss. Like, did she, I think she was just trying to kiss me on the cheek, right? That's what she was trying to, yeah, she was, was just being friendly, right? I think, no, I've never been kissed by a girl before. And so that's going to be part of Naruto's training, is trying to figure out what that kiss meant. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Naruto will leave for his journey. Everyone else spends the time training, except you do get that one shot of Hinata and Neji. And Neji maybe training with Neji. And Neji maybe kind of smirks, like, you're not going to go see Naruto off, Hinata? And just blush. No, I think we just need to have some distance from that. I was just trying to kiss his cheek. Oh, God. But his lips were so soft. Oh, God. Like, again, this is all a little outside left field, but still within the green diamond. So, the green monster. It's still within parameters for this character in this story, I think. Anyway, Naruto goes off for his training. We won't talk about everything that happened in the training, but we'll talk about some of the stuff that happened in the training later on in part 5 on Wednesday. But with Sasuke and possibly Sakura now completely absent from Deep 7, it's going to be causing a real issue for next part for Shippuden. But we'll get there when we get there. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.